Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Could DeAndre Ayton be headed to the Lakers? A surprising twist involving Luka Doncic. The NBA world was caught off guard on Sunday afternoon when news broke that DeAndre Ayton had been waived by the Portland Trail Blazers. With free agency officially opening on Monday, the timing of the move sparked immediate speculation, particularly regarding a potential landing spot. And one team stands out: the Los Angeles Lakers. It's no secret that the Lakers have been actively seeking a reliable center since last season. Now, with Ayton suddenly available and walking away from $35.5 million in guaranteed money to hit the open market, many are wondering, does he already have a contender in mind? That sacrifice suggests something bigger than a contract. It suggests Ayton wants a chance to win. Why the Lakers makes sense, for both sides. The Lakers are in win-now mode. With LeBron James still chasing rings and Anthony Davis often playing his best basketball at power forward, adding a mobile, athletic big man like Ayton could be a perfect fit. At just 26, Ayton brings youth, playoff experience, and size to a team that's lacked interior depth since letting go of Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Financially, LA may not offer the same paycheck Ayton had in Portland, but they offer something far more valuable: relevance, a championship window, and a fresh start under the bright lights of Hollywood. Ayton and Luka, forever linked by draft history. What makes this story even more compelling is Ayton's unique, and somewhat ironic, connection to Luka Doncic. The two were part of the same 2018 NBA draft class. The Phoenix Suns had the No. 1 pick, and passed on Luka to take Ayton. At the time, the decision made sense. Ayton was dominating college basketball at the University of Arizona, and looked like a natural fit for the hometown franchise. But as Luka's career skyrocketed, the conversation quickly shifted. While Ayton has had a solid, if inconsistent, career, Luka emerged almost immediately as a generational talent. He claimed Rookie of the Year honors and has since become a 5-time All-Star and 5-time All-NBA selection, a resume Ayton has yet to come close to matching. The numbers tell the story. Career stats comparison. Points per game: Luka, 28.6; Ayton, 16.4. Assists per game: Luka, 8.2; Ayton, 1.6. Rebounds per game: Ayton, 10.5; Luka, 8.6. As expected, Ayton dominates the glass. But in nearly every other category, Luka's impact is generational. So why does this matter? Because if Ayton does join the Lakers, he could be teaming up with the very player who has defined his career narrative from afar. A subtle but powerful story of redemption and reinvention could be taking shape. DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers. A potential fresh start tied to an old draft connection. The news of DeAndre Ayton's buyout from the Portland Trail Blazers on Sunday caught many off guard. With free agency opening immediately after, the decision raised eyebrows, not only because Ayton walked away from $35.5 million in guaranteed money, but because of what it might mean next. That move suggests a player ready to prioritize opportunity and legacy over paycheck. And with the Los Angeles Lakers actively searching for a trusted big man, the timing has only fueled speculation about a possible union. Why Ayton could be a fit in Los Angeles. The Lakers have long sought a dependable center to complement their core. Anthony Davis is most effective at power forward, and the team has lacked consistent size and rim protection since their 2020 title run. Ayton, just 26, still has plenty of upside. He's a mobile, athletic big with playoff experience and solid rebounding numbers. Though not without inconsistency, he could benefit greatly from a clearer role in a winning environment. If Ayton is willing to take a smaller contract to chase a title, Los Angeles offers exactly that. Draft ties with Luka Doncic, a backstory that still echoes. Adding a deeper layer to Ayton's story is his connection with Luka Doncic. Although they've never shared a court as teammates, their names will always be linked. Back in 2018, Ayton was selected first overall by the Phoenix Suns, while Doncic went third. At the time, Ayton was the consensus top college player and a local Arizona favorite, making the Suns' decision appear logical. But in the years that followed, Doncic emerged as a generational talent, earning All-Star and All-NBA honors, while Ayton's trajectory plateaued. That contrast has followed Ayton throughout his career. A fresh chapter with Doncic as a teammate, if such a move materialized, could symbolically close the gap between their divergent paths. What Ayton brings, and what's at stake. While Ayton doesn't match Doncic in scoring or playmaking, he still ranks as one of the better rebounders in the league. He averaged 10.5 rebounds per game across his career, alongside 16.4 points. His presence in the paint could give the Lakers balance, especially in a rotation that leans heavily on perimeter play. However, Ayton's next move carries weight. After a shaky finish in Phoenix and a forgettable stint in Portland, this is more than a roster decision. It's a chance for him to reset the narrative. The bigger picture. Ayton's sudden availability is likely to influence the plans of several teams, not just the Lakers. Contenders looking for size and depth, particularly those with aging centers or shallow frontcourts, could express interest. But for Ayton, choosing the right fit will be critical. A move to Los Angeles offers more than just a role. It offers structure, leadership, and a chance to contribute to a championship run. If handled right, it could be the turning point in his career. Conclusion. DeAndre Ayton now faces a unique opportunity to shift from being defined by the expectations of a No.1 pick to becoming a valuable piece on a contending team. The Lakers, looking to reinforce their roster and keep pace in a competitive Western Conference, could be the ideal landing spot. Both sides have something to gain. And if this partnership materializes, it won't just be about redemption, it could be about rewriting legacies. Tim McMahon warns that Lakers' potential signing could backfire for Luka Doncic, just like Kristaps Porzingis. The Los Angeles Lakers have been cautioned that their search for a new center might not be as straightforward as they hope. Right after the Lakers' playoff exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves, GM Rob Pelinka vowed to address the center position in the offseason. With mounting pressure to improve the team, a glimmer of hope appeared when DeAndre Ayton became a free agent following a contract buyout with the Portland Trail Blazers. According to Shams Charania, Ayton is definitely on the Lakers' radar as they look to strengthen their frontcourt. Ayton also shares a personal connection and genuine respect for Luka Doncic, which could make him a popular addition in LA. But is he truly the right fit for Luka? ESPN insider Tim McMahon isn't convinced. Speaking to the Hoop Collective, McMahon expressed concerns, saying, "I don't think Ayton is the type of center that complements Luka." He pointed to the rocky past between Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis in Dallas, where their partnership struggled. Ayton likes to post up. Remember how the whole Porzingis posting thing with Luka was a total disaster. Luka thrives best alongside a big man who can be a dynamic pick-and-roll shooter or stretch the floor with three-point shooting to open up space. McMahon also mentioned Brook Lopez and Clint Capella as more fitting options. Reports from The Athletic suggest the Lakers are indeed interested in both, with Lopez possibly making a return to LA for a second stint. One thing is clear, the Lakers need to act fast. But in today's NBA, where quality centers are in high demand and LA has limited assets to trade, finding the perfect fit is easier said than done. Still, Luka remains a huge asset in this equation. Playing alongside a superstar of his caliber is a major selling point for any center, thanks to Luka's unmatched ability to create easy scoring opportunities with his passing. While the Lakers weigh their options at center, the pressure is on to build a roster that can maximize Luka Doncic's unique talents. The Slovenian star's style of play demands a partner who can space the floor and provide pick-and-roll threat, rather than a traditional back-to-the-basket big man who might clog the paint. Adding to the complexity is the Lakers' current roster construction and salary cap situation, which limits their flexibility to pursue top-tier centers in free agency or through trades. The scarcity of true stretch bigs who can defend, rebound, and shoot from distance means the Lakers face an uphill battle in finding the ideal fit. Moreover, the stakes are high for Pelinka and the front office. Fans and analysts alike are watching closely, especially given the franchise's recent struggles to build a cohesive team around superstars LeBron James and Anthony Davis. With LeBron aging and Anthony Davis battling injuries, integrating Doncic seamlessly into the core is seen as the Lakers' next crucial chapter. If the Lakers misstep on the center position, history suggests it could hinder Luka's effectiveness and limit the team's championship window. The Porzingis experiment serves as a cautionary tale. What initially seemed like a promising duo ended up stalling the Mavericks' progress. On the other hand, if the Lakers land a center who fits Luka's style, like Brook Lopez or Clint Capella, They could unlock a more dynamic offense and a sturdier defense, making them serious contenders in the Western Conference. DeAndre Ayton's personal respect for Luka and willingness to take a pay cut to join a contender show his motivation, but it remains to be seen if his playing style can mesh well with the Maverick star's vision on the court. Ultimately, the Lakers face a critical off-season where their decisions at center could shape the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Balancing the urgency to win now with smart roster construction around Luka Doncic will be the front office's greatest challenge. Fans will be watching every move, hoping that this time the Lakers get it right, and avoid another partnership that stifles their star players' potential. Lakers rumors: no contract extension offered to LeBron James amid uncertain future. If you are new here, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers have shared a remarkable journey since joining forces in 2018, a partnership that peaked with a historic NBA championship in the 2020 bubble. But as LeBron approaches the twilight of his legendary career, questions loom larger than ever. Will his final chapter be written in purple and gold? Or will he seek one last shot at glory elsewhere? James has officially opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, signaling that he's not done yet. But comments from his agent, Rich Paul, have made it clear, if the Lakers aren't in a position to compete for a title, LeBron could seriously consider moving on. For a franchise that prides itself on chasing banners, this puts LA in a delicate spot, trying to win now while also preparing for a future beyond LeBron. And that future might already be taking shape, with league whispers suggesting the front office sees Luka Doncic as a long-term cornerstone and potential next face of the franchise. No extension talks, a telling silence. Unlike previous years, when LeBron and the Lakers regularly engaged in short-term extension talks to tack on an extra year or two, this summer has been different. According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, no discussions have taken place regarding a new deal or a potential extension that would tie LeBron to the Lakers beyond his current contract. Team sources say there have been no discussions between James and the Lakers about any kind of deal, whether an extension or a new contract, that would add years to his time in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, James' camp made it clear months ago, there would be no discounts this time. And to their credit, the Lakers didn't ask for one. This radio silence is more than a contract footnote, it's a message. It suggests the Lakers may be ready to look beyond the LeBron era. And while there's mutual admiration and immense respect between the two sides, their paths may soon diverge. LeBron holds the power, but the clock is ticking. Despite the lack of extension talks, LeBron still holds significant leverage. Thanks to his no-trade clause, he controls his destiny. If he chooses to leave, it will be on his terms, and to a team of his choosing. But whether he stays or goes, one thing is clear: the Lakers are preparing for every possibility. They're walking a tightrope, trying to honor LeBron's final years while keeping their eyes firmly fixed on the future. Lakers' long game, preparing for a new superstar era? One of the most intriguing aspects of this situation is how it ties into the Lakers' broader vision. League insiders believe the team is prioritizing financial flexibility in the coming years. The front office may already be laying the groundwork to pursue another marquee star, perhaps even as soon as next summer. And while Doncic remains locked into a contract with the Dallas Mavericks, persistent rumors suggest the Lakers are quietly watching for any sign of discontent. If an opportunity arises, they want to be ready. Pairing a player like Doncic with a deep supporting cast could usher in a new Lakers dynasty, one built for the next decade. The bottom line. This offseason has made one thing abundantly clear: LeBron's legacy is secure, but his future with the Lakers is anything but. Both sides are keeping their options open, and for good reason. While the King may still reign in Los Angeles for one more year, the winds of change are blowing. Whether his story ends at Crypto.com Arena or somewhere else, this transition period could define the future of the Lakers for years to come. For now, all eyes remain on LeBron, and on a franchise that might just be planning its next bold move. A strategic pause, or the beginning of the end. The decision not to pursue a contract extension could simply be a strategic pause, LeBron leaving his options open, waiting to see how the Lakers handle this critical off-season. But in NBA terms, silence often speaks volumes. After 6 seasons in Los Angeles, it's hard to ignore the possibility that the two sides are slowly preparing to part ways. Internally, the Lakers are said to be weighing all scenarios. They know that one wrong move could alienate LeBron, or worse, waste what could be his final season in the league. But at the same time, they can't afford to be caught flat-footed when the time comes to turn the page. This is why the front office is prioritizing roster flexibility, hoarding draft picks, and avoiding long-term salary commitments. The idea is to stay agile enough to pounce on the next superstar who becomes available, whether that's Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or another unexpected name that shakes free from their current situation. Bronny's presence adds a new dimension. Meanwhile, LeBron's son, Bronny James, continues to shape the conversation around his father's future. Drafted 55th overall by the Lakers in 2024, Bronny isn't guaranteed a rotation spot, but his presence on the roster is far from symbolic. The Lakers have made it clear they're invested in his development, and LeBron has long said that playing alongside his son would be one of his greatest achievements. Yet, this storyline also raises tough questions. If the Lakers don't give Bronny meaningful minutes or fail to support his growth, could that push LeBron out the door sooner rather than later? And if the team does prioritize Bronny, will it come at the expense of more seasoned talent who could help in a playoff run? The father-son dynamic adds another layer of pressure on the front office, one that no other team in the league has to manage. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's personal, legacy-driven, and emotionally complex. Reactions across the NBA. Teams watch and wait. Across the league, teams are monitoring the situation in Los Angeles with great interest. Executives are aware that even the slightest sign of discontent from LeBron could spark a bidding war among contenders looking to add one final piece for a championship push. The Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors, and even the New York Knicks have all been loosely linked to LeBron in various speculative scenarios. While no trade talks have been made public, rival front offices are already running salary cap simulations and exploring hypothetical trade packages, just in case. Media pundits and former players have also weighed in. Some, like Kendrick Perkins and JJ Redick, believe LeBron is simply being savvy, buying himself time to see if the Lakers truly commit to building a championship-caliber roster. Others think he's laying the groundwork for an eventual exit, one last move to chase a fifth ring or close out his career on his terms, in a city of his choosing. Legacy moves and long-term vision. One thing remains certain: LeBron James is no ordinary superstar. Every move he makes is deliberate, legacy-focused, and highly calculated. Whether it's orchestrating trades behind the scenes, mentoring Bronny, or eyeing a front office role post-retirement, LeBron has always been more than just a player. He's a brand, a strategist, and a walking blueprint for career longevity. The Lakers, to their credit, know this. They've benefited immensely from LeBron's presence, on the court, in the media, and in the culture of the franchise. But now, they face their biggest test: how to transition smoothly without alienating the very player who helped bring Banner No. 17 back to the rafters. This isn't just the end of a contract, it might be the beginning of a new era.